Hey Taurus, welcome. This is going to be a tarot reading for July 24th to July 30th. I hope y'all are doing great here on the Sunday. Let's see what's up for the Bulls, Devils. Past, 5 of Pentacles. Present, 10 of Swords. Ooh, I'll put an end to that. Hidden Influence, 3 of Cups reversed. Advice, Ace of Swords. Yeah, that's cool. You got an ending there and a new beginning right there. And then you got a King of Cups. So it's like there's a bit of resolution on this 3 of Cups. Poverty consciousness in the past, being left out in the cold, financial issue. This is past. I mean, maybe it kind of resonates. This is a Taurus card. Resonates with Taurus, or feeling any kind of material lack. The thing is, like, they're right next to this building, be like a kind of looks like a church because it has a stained glass, but it's like a place of respite. So they're right next door to it. They could go into there, but they're out in the cold. So, and then you've got the snow on the bottom. It kind of represents this iced out emotions. So I like that this King of Cups here is at the likely outcome. It seems like it's bringing you full circle. Present, this 10 of Swords, like you accept this inevitable ending. And yeah, we've got another sword there. We've got 2 cups. I mean, so it could be something job wise. It could be a project. Could be something emotional, relationship related. But something had to come to an end, and then there's an accepting of that. So it's the end of the sword suit. He's got this little kind of peace sign where it's like, all right, like I know this is going to happen, so now I can just let it happen. And then there's the dawn of a new day and the horizon. So that's what's coming after this, and that's exactly what's coming up there in the advice. So I really like this. Seems like something poverty, consciousness, beliefs, thoughts in line with that are being put to rest. Some sort of situation may have brought that to the forefront, so you can let that bubble up and let that be there and experience it. And I mean, this hidden influence. It's like you've got this reverse celebration. You want to allow the emotional lesson or the emotional experience to set in, be there. It's the number 3. It grew, like the out of this male female. I mean, today is the 23rd. It's 23rd of 2023. So 2 3s. I think of that as like the male and the female, the Horus Isis, the 6-pointed star as kind of the new growth. And I think it's important to allow yourself to have this period of emotional bubbling up and experiencing, because that's what's gonna lead to this right here, and that's the hidden influence right now. This doesn't have to be a celebration. Feel any so-called uncomfortable emotions, you let them be there, and you don't have to be them. But it's like, all right, I'm gonna spend my time during this day or whenever to just allow yourself time and no distractions, and just kind of say, like, F it, and just feel it and let it be there. And then with that, then you'd be able to move on past this experience and let that 10 of Swords set in. It's going to be good. And then we allow that dawn to come forward for the next day. And that's exactly what's coming up right here in the advice, is that you've got this Ace of Swords. It's the world, God, consciousness, providing you clarity for the next thing. Like I mentioned, today's the 23rd in 2023. We've got these 2 3s right here. So I think that's pretty in line with this new growth. And there's an aspect of victory. There's an aspect of focus. I think it's one of the only cards, the Queen of Swords, where the sword is upright. It's directly upright. It's not slanted. So I think of that as mental acuity, purpose, focus, whereas now you have this renewed sense of ready to go forward, and yeah, ready to take on the world again. But it's mental clarity. It could be that your mind is in line now with your heart because you've allowed yourself to have that emotional experience. And then just kind of in coordination with that, you've got this King of Cups. So he's been through this emotional process, which is why he doesn't extend his cup out away from his body. He keeps it pretty close to him. But it's I think that's symbolic of he's been through this rebirth and he has an appreciation for that it's comfortable. He's not just going to allow his emotion to be accessible by anybody, but at the same time, he's in tune with his heart and he's in tune with that experience. And because he's gone through that, think of like the Nine of Cups, where the man is sitting in front of a ledge and he's got all his cups up there, kind of like trophies. And I think of that in terms of the King of Cups. Like he's proud of those experiences for having gone through something. It's that whole Scorpio experience. Since that Taurus Scorpio, it's like you can learn the lesson of the sign across on the zodiac. And I usually associate this card with Scorpio as like a rebirth, where now he sits among the water, but he's got a firm foundation amongst the water, and he's comfortable there, and he's got his cup, and he's not letting it out to anybody, but he knows that the emotional process is very valuable. So I really like this ultimately and where this is going for this week. Let me come up with something else here for the King of Cups. We've got a Five of Swords. Five of Swords is this like victorious, it's kind of like winning out over others for the extent of like one person wins but everybody loses. That's not what I'm getting right here. I think it's like you're the victor, or you're the one who's gaining the wisdom. And if you recall on the Rider Waite deck, the card, there's two people walking away in the background, and there's the one holding the swords. So the story is that the one holding the swords, he has the best plan by which to bring the knight his swords. So that it's kind of like they're auditioning, or they want to be the apprentice, the squire of the knight. And the one that kind of wins out, so to speak, is the one that does things gradually. And so I think that you're kind of like winning out in this scenario, not necessarily against other people, but there's an aspect of victory, and it's coming off of that Four of Swords, that time of peace, where there is like there's kind of a death scene in the Four of Swords as well, but it's more of a card of peace and resting after the Three of Swords, and then now going forward after that. So I see that's what's going on for you right now. I think this King of Cups is in your future, and the Ace of Swords with that new mental clarity. So there, we got some air. Yeah, even on that one, we've got quite a bit of air in the Taurus reading. But I like where this is heading, even if it's somewhat of a difficult emotional experience. In order to get there, it's still worthwhile. There you go, Taurus. Hope you enjoyed, and have a great rest of the month, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for checking it out. Much love. See ya.